So I wanted to come back to the discussion of Matthew 13 concerning the darnel and the grain. Remember, the context of the timeline is all the third watch time, which I talked about in the previous video, where when we read, his enemy came and sowed darnels thereupon. Well, this word midst here is a clue which points to Matthew 25:6, where we find the same word, which here it's translated middle, but it's the same word, midst, middle of the night, which is midnight, where then we see the context of the wedding feasts down here, when 5 of 10 virgins enter the wedding feasts in the middle of the night, as well as the context of the out of the midst in 2 Thessalonians 2:7 here in relationship to the unveiling of the lawless one, who is the Antichrist. Okay, so here the lawless one, the Antichrist, is the human of lawlessness. Verse 3, the apostasy comes before midnight, and then the human of lawlessness will be unveiled. So human here is from anthropos, where in the parable here of the wheat, the darnels and the grain, when he says the enemy came and sowed, but he explained to them, an enemy, a human did this. Who is the enemy back here? Okay, then it says, whose presence is according to the inworking of the Satan, hence diabolos. So we have diabolos, Satan, and then the human counterpart, who is the Antichrist, the human of lawlessness. All according to the third watch timeline. This is the term of the unveiling of the lawless one in his term. If we back up to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 1, when Paul says, for the time of the presence, again, the parousia of our Lord Jesus Christ and our being led on together to him, this is all pre-midnight, where out of the midst, and then the lawless one will be unveiled. So the apostasy that comes before is all pre-midnight, from eventide to midnight, in the presence of the Lord. So when Christ returns again, beginning at eventide, this is the presence. The on-appearing of his presence comes into the conclusion of the right hand, which I touched on in my previous video.